Assalamualaikum and hi to everyone. Thank you for watching this video. So in this video, we will discuss about the history of mobile phone. A brief history of mobile. A look at the telephone being invented. The telephone is one of the greatest inventions of the mankind that's still being used until now. Because of the telephone, the revolution of the telephone communication, it's allowed us to communicate from different location with different people. A wireless communication furthers phones communication over electromagnetic, leading to the cellular and the mobile device. Because start with the phone and then the wireless communication. Now we have the devices that we can use in order to communicate and a lot of things. Okay. Nowadays, mobile phones no longer being used solely for the purpose of the communication, for the analog signal communication or analog voice. The mobile phone is more than the voice communication. Nowadays, you can look at your phones, use your phone for the entertainment. You browse the YouTube video, you use it for the media information, for the education purpose, as well as for the internet communication. You can chat using the WhatsApp, Gram, or Telegram bot. Nowadays, the mobile phone is becoming more features and functionalities compared to the previous mobile phone. Okay, so you look at your phone, that is the current phones for today. So during the old day, we use the phone for voice communication. And nowadays, what are the main purposes of your mobile phone? Is it for game? Is it for education? Want to learn using your phones? Is it for entertainment? Or is it for communications? You are the one who can control what are the main purpose of your smartphone. Okay, next we look for the evolution of the devices. Okay, so this is the oldest smartphone and the oldest phone. It's not the oldest phone, but the older phone. In 1960 something, we use this kind of telephone. This is not a mobile phone, but it is a phone. So based on this phone, now it's become this kind of phone. There's a flat screen you can touch and a lot of memory there. Okay. The mobile device started at the using the brick era. Means the way how the phone is look like is like a brick. We call it as brick era. And then people do invented on this mobile device and then come out with the candy bar era. It look like a candy bar, and then it's become a feature phone era. A lot of features, and then smartphone era, touch screen era. Before this we have the keypad, nowadays we have the touch screen. Maybe in the future we only use voice command sign. Sure, maybe it depends on this generation. Okay, we go through one by one. So first we go for the brick era. So how it's look like. Okay, this is the first generation of the mobile device, starting It started in 1973 until the 1988. Almost pension. Okay, the first generation of mobile device. This is the first phone in the world that is first generation of mobile device. So it's bulky and has code. So it's also known as the suitcase phone because we breathe using the suitcase. Has large batteries, power of battery. Okay, the brick era phone require enormous power to reach the nearest cell tower site. Nowadays, you can look around you. You can manage the cellular tower. Usually, the number can be by years. So, with that era, few and far between each other means the cellular tower is far and only few on certain location. It's only provide the analog commerce on analog voice communication and only useful those who are quite constant communication or those who work on the certain field. So you only can make a call your friend and only certain group of people use this kind of mobile phone. Okay, this is very expensive and only used by specific group of they have people. Okay, so it's look like this one brick era of mobile device. Okay, this one is Motorola phone. Okay, briefcase suit. It look like this one. And people bring it together. Quite heavy compared to the current one. Okay, the next mobile device it's called as the candy bar era. Candy bar era. So the candy bar is a term to describe the long, thin, rectangular form factor of the majority of mobile devices used during the era in 1988 until 1998. 10 years around there. So mark the shift towards 2G or two generation technology and short messages, SMS. At these years, we only have the SMS. Okay, the number of cell towers exploded but increased the demand. Before this, we only have the few towers. Then it's being expanded. It increased. So has reduced the device power requirements. Thus, phones are significantly smaller compared to the previous era, which is the brick era. So the devices in this era are getting progressively more affordable to the society. Okay, for the mass. So this is how the candy bar phone look like. Still using the keypad, no touch screen, no visual keyboard, and only allow you for the call and SMS. Okay. The legend phone is Nokia 3310. And then, okay, this is the phone. In that era, this is your the popular phone because it is uh, uh, because of this. It can break the flow. It can use as the uh bomb. It's just a metaphor. How the phones very fragile. It's not fragile. Is how the phone is quite tough compared to the current one. Okay, and then this is the new. Okay, this one is the new era of the Nokia 3310. The new era. The previous one is the legend. This is the new era. Okay, during that time there is no GPS. You can track anyone. There's no social application, no Facebook, no Instagram, no TikTok at all. No chatting application. You only can send the SMS. And no visual keyboard. You use the keypad. Sometimes the number will be blur or disappear, but people still know where the number one, where the number two, where the number three. Yeah. The next mobile device is feature phone era. Okay, this phone is in between 1998 until 2008. To mark the incorporation of computing power to the mobile phone. We have the power of computer we put into the mobile phone. So this opened the floodgates to the variety of use and services on the phone, such as listening to the music, taking photo. During this era, the phone we have camera on the phone. We can listen to the radio. We can listen to the music. We can introduce. We can connect to the internet. We can compose the ringtone. It introduced the concept of customizable content. Custom the ringtones, the application, and the games that you want in the feature phone. It's look like this one. This one is Motorola RAZR. So during this era of phone, we can see a lot of shape, phone shape. We have the flip flop. We have the slide phone. We have the phone that you can a flat phone. The design of the phone is very active, and people will get interest in the design of that phone during this era compared to the current phone. We only have the flat screen, so the design is very priceless during that time. Okay, and then the next era we go forward for the smartphone era. Okay, the smartphone era started at 2007 until now. Combination of the feature phones and the touch screen era phone. So smartphone have almost the same capabilities as the feature phone. Yeah, except smartphone incorporate multitasking operating system that are there on the smartphone. So most smartphone also shares a common operating system, and application developed for smartphone often can be shared across devices and share common operating system. And third generation technology is prevalent within the smartphone era. So using the era, we have 3G video call. So only people that have the same device have the capability to make a video call. It's like this one, early smartphone. You can receive it can be connected to the internet, so you can receive email, you can browse to the internet, you can make a 3G video call. And then the current one is the touch phone era, the touch screen. So the touch era beginning is marked by the launch of the first iPhone. So the one who become the pioneer of the touch phone era is the iPhone, Apple company. So the touch era phone distinguishes itself from the smartphone era devices on the multi-visual of its input, which use multi-touch screen. So there are the difference between the touch phone and the smartphone. The smartphone during that era still use the keyboard, but the touch screen, you able to use the touch screen. Okay. So touch era phone also includes a standard set of sensors accelerometer, magnetometer, accelerometer, magnetometer, gyroscope, location away. So if you play around with the mobile application, you can use this kind of sensor that already built in your phone to create something that interesting. Okay, so it look like this one. I believe it is similar like the phone that you have right now. Okay, you can go to this link in order to go back to the brick era phone to see the video, to see the description and the pictures or image during the brick era phones. So cell phone versus smartphone. So this one is your cell phones. You can just slide the phone. And then this is your smartphone. Every smartphone is look like similar, a flat screen. But this one we have quite interesting in term of the design. Different company will produce different design of the cell phone. Okay, now cell phone versus smartphone. So smartphone have more advanced capabilities compared to the cell phones. You can connect to the internet. They have the memory. You can capture the pictures. Yeah, smartphone is both a PDA and cell phone. Combination of PDA and cell phone is become a smartphone. And today smartphone have more in common with computer than cell phone. Okay? The features of the smartphone, the similar capability of your laptop computer. And smartphone usually have a touch screen and a full QWERTY keyboard. Okay, this is type of keyboard that you can check inside your smartphone. While the cell phones come with a regular small screen and a number keypad or keypad. So the different ones use the visual keyboard, another one use the physical keypad. And then a smartphone use an operating system that allow the third-party application to run on it. So that's the difference between the cell phone and the smartphone. So this is the first generation. It's not the first generation, it's quite second generation. Your Nokia 3310. And this is the first generation of smartphone touch era. Okay. So before brick phone era, there was another type of mobile device. And so that part you need to learn on the evolution of the cell phones. Okay, greater processing power, touch screen interface, higher resolution. Okay, mobile phone can rival desktop PC or your laptop in terms of the functionalities. You can project your phone through the monitor just like a computer. So the capability, the features are quite similar. And some people is prefer to use the smartphone compared to the laptop in order to do their tasks. Okay, so the next video we will discuss about the 1G, 2G and 3G network. Until this part, you should be able to know about the evolution of the devices, the mobile devices. It started at the brick era until the end, which is the touch era of mobile phones. So that's all for this video. Hopefully everyone have the imagination on the history of the mobile devices, starting from the brick era until the touch screen smartphone. See you on the next video on the 1G, 2G, and 3G evolution. Thank you very much and Assalamualaikum.